Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Birdie in the Books. I am Birdie, aka Alicia. You can call me either. Most of my family does, so. Um, but welcome to my 2 weeks of weekly reads because last week was just bonkers. Last week was unexpectedly a lot busier than I was hoping it to be. And then I realized I didn't even make a thumbnail until I think it was midnight on last Saturday, and I was like, "Oh, I didn't even make a video. Crap." So, here's just like a little bit of everything that I've been doing. Hi, Liz. How are you? What's new? I feel like it's been forever since I said hello. Ah, my computer's not working. So I've got a little bit of everything in this weekly reads because we've missed um 2 weeks. So I have 4 books finished this month so far. Um, 3 books on the go because I was so sick in January that 2 of my books in January I still have on the go because when you have the flu, it's hard to focus on reading. And then I got COVID right after that. So this is going to be a very chill live stream. I've got my decaf coffee here. I'm going to talk about what I'm currently reading, what I'm hoping to get to before the end of the month, um, some projects that I have coming up, and some book mail that I received yesterday. Very exciting book mail. So I will start with the books that I have finished. Oh, hold on. Let me fix that before it decides to not cooperate. 1 second. Okay. Okay, let's get this one. Even though this was the last one that I finished this last night. It's technically a reread, but I haven't reread it since I was 6. Amazing Grace by Mary Hoffman and illustrated by Caroline Finch. I don't know. I just saw it and I was like, I remember reading that when I was a kid. And let me see if I can find some art that's not going to give away anything. Like, look at this art. It's so gorgeous. Forgive the light. It's been torrentially downpouring here for the past 3 days, so we need the light today. But the art is absolutely gorgeous. It's basically a story about Grace, who in her school play, she's told that she can't be Peter Pan because she's a girl, and she's a girl of color. So it was just so nice to actually reread this. And I'm rereading this for a purpose, but that will become known towards the end of the month. Again, forgive the light reflection because of the way the cover is. Oh no! That's how I was all of January. Everyone was sick in my house. Ugh. I'm sending all the positive vibes your way. Oh my goodness, that's awful. That was the book that I finished last night. And the other book that I finished last night it's not this whole entire book. It is If Beale Street Could Talk by James Baldwin. I have it here in this Library of America edition, and I have the other 2 editions to go with it. Used bookstore find. And I literally screamed. I am not going to talk about it much here because I buddy read it with my friends Darko and Britton from Some Okie Dude. Darko is from Kindles and Kicks, both linked down below. We will be having a discussion at some point in February about if Beale Street could talk, so I'm really, really excited. Oh, and I gave Amazing Grace 5 stars, and If Beale Street Could Talk 5 stars, because it's James Baldwin. How can you go wrong with James Baldwin ever? And this one I gave 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed this. It's called Hercules's Bemused. It is the backstory of the muses of the Hercules tale, written by Farah Rashan. She's also done a couple of the Disney Twisted Tales, and this was just fun. Like, it was just takes everything that you love about Hercules and takes the focus on the side characters of the muses. In my opinion, the muses are the most interesting. So I gave this 4.5 stars. The audiobook was fantastic. I got it through my library. Highly recommend the audio, but anything by Farah Rashan is great. I also have her Twisted Tale version of The Princess and the Frog almost there on my TBR this month, but it's all the way in the other room and I don't feel like getting it. So, but that's probably going to be one of my next reads this month. The other book that I'm reading, or going to start tonight, it's a book by LeVar Burton called Aftermath. And I will just give you some of the back cover here. America today. This is set in 2012. America today is teetering on the edge of alarming vision proceeding in LeVar Burton's debut written works more than 2 decades ago. In 2012, the first African American president, which isn't that far off from what actually happened, it's a sci-fi. It's about a president being assassinated and people having to hide about what's going on in the real world. So I'm really curious. Oh, really? I like the Library of America editions. They're great. But this is a sci-fi that I'm really looking forward to reading. It's by LeVar Burton. I love LeVar Burton, always have. Didn't know he wrote a book, so I'm checking this out. I've listened to audiobooks that he's narrated. And this is actually book mail that I received. The lovely Anna Grace sent me an arc of her newest book in the it's called the mini series that it's called in the Harlequin books is called The Teacher's Project. And this one's called Her Secret Homecoming by Anna Grace. This one's coming out April 25th of 2005. But I received it in the mail yesterday because Anna Grace is lovely and sent me a copy early. I'm so excited. I know, it should be. If you want to watch the old episodes, if you have Amazon Prime, it's available through Amazon Prime. I found it because I was doing some digging. There should be a new version of Reading Rainbow because that was my childhood. Reading Rainbow was the best. But I will, because it's a very short blurb on the back. Is her secret past the key to her future? Lucy Walker has come a long way from a shattered upbringing. Now she's back in Pronghorn, Oregon, hoping to receive the local school and inspire kids like her who want to see the world. I can speak today. Yet she kept her past a secret from her fellow teachers, especially the frustratingly easygoing Mateo Lander. I hope I'm saying that last name correctly. But when Mateo and Lucy must work together to turn an old hotel into a student dormitory, Lucy's past becomes very present, and she faces a tough lesson of her own: how to accept her own history and the love of her best friend. I just love everything that Anna Grace writes, so I'm absolutely certain that I'm going to love this. And thank you so much to Anna Grace for sending it to me in the mail. It was lovely mail to receive yesterday. No, it's realistic. It's realistic about a small town school system. Whoops. And these are the books that I'm planning on finishing this month, but if I don't finish them, I'll just roll them over. Um, Things Fall Apart by uh, Chinua Achebe. I know I'm saying that first name wrong. I'm so sorry. Um, this is my project that I've been working on where I'm reading books that I never had to read in school. So I'm sure everyone knows what this is. It's been around forever, but it's really short. And it's the first of a trilogy. And I'm really, really excited. I've been wanting to pick this up for years. I found a copy. My friend Sochi wants to buddy read this with me, so I'm looking forward to that. So this is on the docket. I need to finish / restart my reread because I was reading this while I was having brain fog. So, Emma by Jane Austen, my reread for a discussion series that I have. I am going to get back to it. It's just when I was so sick in January, it was very hard to focus, even if it was a reread on anything that wasn't like just staring at a wall. So I'm definitely going to finish Jane Austen's Emma for a discussion that I'll be having with Evie. Wait, I can lift anything. Okay, here we go. And then I'm going to restart. I was really enjoying this, but then I got so sick I couldn't focus. I was really enjoying Breath of the Dragon by Shannon Lee and Fonda Lee. I'm not as far in as I would like to be, but that's okay. I'll just restart it and I'm hoping to have like a full review of it when I finish it. I'm really excited to get back to it. And these are the last two books that I'm planning on reading for my friend Shay at Shay with the Hobby. Shay with the Hobby. She's linked down below. She does a Missy Elliott themed readathon every February. So these are the last, besides Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. These are the last three that I want to get to. I started this last night. I didn't get too much far in because I fell asleep really early. Erasure by Percival Everett. And this writing style is really interesting because it's about an author, but there's also sections of the book that he's writing in the book. So I'm really, really intrigued, and I love Percival Everett. I just have never read this one. And Jam on the Vine is about the first all Black African American newspaper. So I'm really, really excited about that. Whoops. I don't want stuff falling. Let me finish. Yep. That's pretty much it. I didn't read as much as I was hoping to, but that's okay. Life happens sometimes. Whoops. The Reading Rainbow was from 86 to 2001, I believe, was the last episode. So it was most of my childhood. And then also he was LeVar Burton also was in Star Trek: The Next Generation, which was huge for me as a kid. And I will be saying later why I'm reading some stuff that LeVar Burton recommended and that he's written towards the end of the month. Again, I will be doing a talk with Britain from Some Okie Dude and my friend Darko at Kindles and Kicks. Everybody I mentioned, my friend Evie, as she was only Evie, I will be doing a discussion with. We have to plan it because I have to finish reading the book. I know I'm so behind. I'm sorry, Evie. But everyone that I brought up is when was I'm sorry. When did this come out? I know this is a reprint because let me see. This was copywritten in 1959. I didn't realize. I thought it came out in the 70s. It's older than I thought it was. Wow. Yeah, I didn't read this one in school. There were so many that I didn't read that like I'm just trying to fill in the gaps for. I remember reading Hatchet when I was a kid. I forget the author though, but I remember the cover. The Kill a Mockingbird. So much Shakespeare. I love Shakespeare, but I don't think it's appropriate for kids to be reading Shakespeare, in my opinion. No, you're fine. It's hard to tell because when books like this have been re-released, sometimes they have the re-release dates on them. I thought this came out later too, so we both found out something new. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my what I've been doing for the past 2 weeks. Some new content will be coming on my channel. I will be doing some content with my other half. That's going to be coming soon. We're working on that right now. But that'll be pre-recorded, so we will release that as a premiere. And yeah, I have some interviews coming up. I will drop the information once I have everything all set up. I'm really excited. Yeah, so it wasn't that exciting, but hey. Whoops, if my thing would work for me. Oops. Let's see what else. What else? Oh, and I did finish the first book I finished in February was The Kiss Countdown by Etta Easton, which was a really cute romance about an astronaut. It was fake dating. It was great. I loved it. Highly recommend, but I don't have a physical copy of that because I listened to it through my library. That's pretty much everything. I wish I was more exciting, but that's okay. I'm trying to read more, but also trying not to force myself to read. That's why I'm trying to be more accountable to posting more often. I'm hoping that people are liking these. If you don't and you're watching this after the fact, please let me know in the comment box down below. For the most part, I just have the cough that will never go away. That's pretty much the only thing that's still hanging on is the cough. But I always feel like whenever anybody's sick, the cough is always the last thing to go. But for the most part, yeah, I'm slowly getting back to me finally. But keep your eye out for things that I will be dropping towards the end of February, and the beginning of March. And I will make a public post when we decide the date to have the discussion about If Beale Street Could Talk by James Baldwin. I'm not sure whose channel will be having that on. Either way, I will make it public on my community tab. So even if you don't follow one of my friends that is hosting the discussion, I will put the direct live stream there so people will be able to click on it and watch. No, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's it for me. Thank you, Liz, for being here, for being my person always active in the comments. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you for anybody watching after the fact, after this posts. If you have any questions or want to let me know you're watching, let's see. What can I put? Put your favorite Greek myth in the comment section if you're watching afterwards for Bemused by Farah Rashan. Thank you very much. I will be posting this, and then I will be posting possibly 2 things next week. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.